Uh, Alright guys, so today's video is kind of strange. You may be wondering why my gameplay footage looks so strange today, and that's because I recently actually got a new laptop, so I'm able to record from my laptop pretty easily. So, just to really, well, this is more of a test video than anything, but of course I'm still going to upload it. Today we will be testing out Balrog in ST. There's some new tech I just learned from for Balrog or Boxer from a video by Climax. Actually, he made a great Super Turbo Boxer primer video, and that pretty much that video tells you all you need to know from a Balrog player who is a million times better than I am, and also a few tech tips from my good friend OriginalRazer, a fellow boxer main, and yeah, I knew that the tech existed. I just didn't really know how to do it really. So today's video was kind of going to be me testing out this tech and see if I can get it down consistently. So it's not the most exciting video, but hopefully you guys enjoy. And yeah, just before I do anything, I just want to fix up my training options. Sorry about this. Yeah, that's fine. Health, a super cage. I'm gonna need this at infinite, and maybe if I can show inputs as well. Input display. Sure, we'll throw on the damage display. Sure. All right. So yeah, Balrog. So the tech that I wanted to cover in today's video is quite useful actually. It's his whiffed dash upper into super, which is it's pretty useful because you can obviously, if you're doing this, your opponent's going to want to sit still or try and punish you. But if you do super, you're invincible on the first hit of the super. So yeah. Also, I'm actually on stick today, which is really nice. All of my prior gameplay videos have been on pad to capture audio from my mic. So yeah, it feels great to use stick finally. But yeah, I have talked about Balrog Super before, I believe in my fighting game tidbits video. It's a great super. I think Climax in his Balrog primer video said that people think that that Boxer's super actually carries him a lot in this game, and he says he agrees. And while I do agree to a certain extent, I do believe, well, the super is broken, I mean, there's no doubt about it, but I don't think it carries the character because there are certain things that another player can do to kind of mitigate the super. One is usually jump back roundhouse. That seems to... Now, jump back roundhouse usually hits Balrog out of his super because he's not invincible around his head during the super. It's only really his fists, and only the first hit of the super is invincible. So throwing this out at full screen is pretty risky because if the opponent sees it, they can instinctively jump back and hit Balrog like that, which of course doesn't really worsen the super, but it's definitely a way to get around it. Another way, well, this is only related to Zangief and T-Hawk, but they can actually command grab Balrog after any blocked dash punch usually, so especially the low ones and the uppers Dash straight you can maybe space on block to make it safe, but in those matchups Balrog really has to kind of space his normals and you know, kind of make use of, you know, kind of completely change his game plan, because if you rush in against Geef, you know, you're gonna get command grabs, so, or T-Hawk to another extent, but usually Geef. I've seen videos on Geef, and I've played a few Geefs who have punished me greatly for trying to play Balrog Rushdown in a match. Especially, little anecdote, I was playing Fightcade recently, and I was playing this Geef player, and this guy was on a magic pixel, so I'm like, okay, you can't really do anything to stop this, so I go in for a dash low. But I didn't realize that Geef can actually wake up from a knockdown with a 720 super, so I immediately just got grabbed out of it. So yeah, keep that in mind if you're a Balrog ever playing a Geef. He can actually he can grab you out of a knockdown. Well, I suppose you could do it with any character, but Balrog more than any, because he needs to kind of rush in to get any meaningful, or to get his offense started, I should say. But anyway, today we are going to be testing out a few bits of tech, as I said, and back to the point at hand, with dash upper into super. So I'm going to get started on trying this. It may take me lots of attempts, so this video may be a bit long, but hey, it's all for the fun of it, isn't it? Alright, let's see how this goes. Well, I got the normal super. Well, there we go. Lovely. Let's see if I can hit it again. Yeah. Alright, okay. I might still drop it a few times, but it's there. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Okay. I think we can count that one as done now. Of course, I'll still need to practice it a lot more, but yeah, it can be done. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, okay. We're definitely there. Alright. Another thing I've seen is actually headbutt. So, if you don't know, Balrog's headbutt is a flash kick motion. Each with varying strengths that go different distances and do different damage. They also have different invincibility properties. Light is really good because it goes through fireballs and it doesn't move you too far forward for your opponent to punish you. And heavy is kind of within the range where if your opponent throws a fireball, you can react punish with heavy headbutt. But keep in mind that you are punishable if some of these get blocked at certain spacings. Sorry about that. Yeah, at certain spacings you definitely are punishable. So yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah, okay. So, I learned from my good friend OriginalRazer, another brilliant boxer main like myself. He's the one who actually got me into boxer, but we won't mention that. Yeah, I learned that you can actually do whiffed headbutt into super, and the motion is kind of strange. If you look at my stick notations, it goes from down back. It goes from, so sorry about that, I keep pausing. It goes from down back to up back, and then obviously you do the headbutt, and then you go back to back, forward, punch. But it's different for every timing or kick. Balrog is a kick version of the super. It starts with an upper, and if you mash kick during the super, he'll actually just do all uppers. Well, mostly uppers, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. This may take me a lot longer to get, just because the input is so unconventional. And there's different timings for every headbutt. There we go. Now there was a slight pause on that, so I'm gonna try it again. But yeah, it's kind of an easy motion, but it's kind of just messing with my head because, you know, as a charge character, you kind of, well, this may be just me, but I never really go for anything but up whenever I'm doing flash kick style moves. But yeah, I suppose just going from down back to up back kind of keeps you blocking the whole time, so you can't really get interrupted. But keep in mind this move is invincible anyway, so yeah, you can't really be interrupted. Okay, so that was light headbutt I got the super off of. So I'm gonna, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna try medium, because each headbutt has different timings, and yeah, I kind of want to see what it's like to mess around with the different timings. Yeah, there's definitely a difference in timing. Okay, I feel like that's a bit slow, but I suppose you'd kind of do it as, I don't know, like through Fireball maybe would probably be the best use of this. So you can like headbutt through Fireball and then super to try and punish. Although headbutt already takes a long time to come out. So I don't know. Maybe if you're playing like a Chun-Li with slow Fireball, maybe. But the Shotos I don't really think this would work on, especially not old Sagat, whose Fireball is kind of nuts, you know. Another piece of tech, I should probably try medium again before I move on to another piece of tech. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can do that well. Let's try heavy. This one's probably the most practical because your opponent might try and move forward to punish you. And then you can use the first hit of super that's invincible to go through the attack, so yeah. Let's try heavy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the input sounds kind of strange whenever you talk about it. I definitely got that from whenever me and the OriginalRazer were talking about this tech. He was trying to explain it to me and I just was not getting it at all. So getting it at all, I should say. And he had to send me a kind of a video of his cam and him doing the inputs for me to get it. So yeah, it's definitely a neat little thing that I'll definitely try and use, especially against Fireball characters. The likes of Guile and stuff, because especially that heavy one, I feel like that heavy one is pretty nice, because if you move into your opponent's range from about, say about here, right, and then you go like that. Oh, the one time I actually won it, I can't get it. Jesus, come on, Balrog. Okay, I kind of underestimate the range of heavy headbutt sometimes, but yeah, it's very good. So you kind of want to move within, like, kind of just outside Footsie's range where they try and poke you, or maybe just inside Footsie's range, because even if you miss the punish, you can maybe poke them with that normal. So, or if you plink, you know, I could actually try plinking. I'm not the best at pianoing, so If you see, I'm trying to... Yeah, I'm not great at plinking. I was never a Street Fighter 4 player. So, yeah. Anywho. Let's see if I can show this off in a practical sense. It's kind of hard to record. I suppose I could record kind of doing a firewall real quick and try and get a... No, not quit. That would be horrible. Try and get him to like throw a fireball and then have me headbutt through it and do the super to see if it punishes. Let's put guard always on as well. Yeah, okay. Okay. Great. Where's my options button? There it is. Game? Okay. I might need to do that again just because I, for some reason, couldn't pause the game there for a second. Okay. There we go. Okay, there might be a few seconds of lag there, but I think we'll see the properties anyway. This is going to be tricky because the replay button is one of my trigger buttons on the stick, so I'm going to have to try and do this really quickly. Yeah, I think that's even far too slow, even for Balrog. I suppose if I was about here it might work, but other than that, I don't know. If I can actually get it. Come on, Balrog. Yeah, I think Ken would even block it, but it's... Maybe on ship it would be a good sequence. Let's try and get this again. Come on. I swear I'm trying my best, guys. Come on, Balrog, man. Alright. Here's hoping. Yeah. I think even with heavy headbutt, I don't think that would work, but maybe as a chip sequence, it would probably work. Or if they try and press a button, maybe expecting you to poke or something, maybe. But other than that, maybe not so much a good fireball punish. Or maybe I'm just being too slow, but... Alright, we'll move on to my next thing I wanted to test out, which is... can I combo super out of top? Which is something I've always kind of wondered. Guard. No. Okay. I've always wondered, can you combo super out of top? If you don't know, tap or turnaround punch is a move where you hold down 3 buttons with Balrog, either the 3 punches or 3 kicks, although usually the 3 kicks are held, and once you let go, he'll do a punch. And depending on how long you hold the buttons, you'll get a different number. So that was 1, and if I hold it for slightly longer, I'll get a 2, and then so on and so forth. If the max you can get, I think, is 10, but you need to hold the thing for long, so I don't think I'll show it off today, but I would maybe need to set the dummy to like take the first hit and then like take the first hit and then try and super. Well, that was 5 hits. I think Balrog super does 5 hits, so I'm not sure if it comboed or not. You can't actually set the dummy to block the first hit and then take the rest in this game. I need to see how many hits Balrog super is. Yeah, it's 5. It's 5 hit super. So I'm not sure if you can cancel tap into super or not. I think Ken returns to neutral, or returns to block fast enough. Let me see if I can do something about this. Maybe set it to random, and it's a good chip sequence though. Balrog Super does a lot of chip. If I actually can show you the proper health bars. Health meter. Auto recover. That's my health meter. Sorry. Yeah. Auto recover, please. Alright, sweet. Let's see how much chip this does. If the tap does a lot of damage by itself, and that's just the one tap. If they eat if they eat more taps, they take more damage. If the tap is held for longer. And another cool thing during tap is that you can actually still do all your punch specials while holding tap. See how I got a 4 there, even though I was doing my punch specials, which is great. But the hand placement on the stick might be a bit strange to people who want to pick up Balrog, because you kind of need to hold down the 3 buttons and have preferably 1 or 2 fingers free for pressing the punch buttons. And yeah, people have different methods of holding down the 3 buttons. I personally use my thumb on light kick, my index on medium kick, and my ring finger and my pinky on the last button. Just because I don't feel like I have enough pinky strength, and my ring finger, I can't really move my ring finger without the pinky or middle finger, so it's kind of awkward on that side of the hand. So I just use my middle finger to press all the buttons, which, you know, isn't great, because you kind of have to turn your hand at an angle for whatever move you have to use. It's kind of like, if I had an analogy for it, it's kind of like turning a spider around a fucking around a vinyl turntable. So yeah, and yes, I realized I did swear there, but who said this channel was for kids? I mean, what kid is going to be interested in a nearly 30-year-old fighting game these days? Except for me. Anyway, so I'm gonna see if I can get this or not. Did that combo? See, I can't tell if that links or not, because I have Ken set to auto block and it doesn't combo. Okay. Yeah, it's because the dummy is set to random that he took both hits. But yeah, I don't. Maybe if you combo tap as an anti-air, maybe, but that is very, very unlikely. Still a great chip sequence though, in my opinion. If we can see how much chip it actually does, I never got to fully show it. But keep in mind, tap does different levels of chip for the length of time you have held it. So, you know, a fucking there we go. A level 10 tap would have, well, level 10 is a lot, is very unlikely, but the more likely scenario is like a level 1 tap versus a level 4 tap. A level 4 tap does a lot more damage on hit and a lot more damage on block. I don't actually know the length of time, or the exact length of time for tap, but you know, and that was a 2. If I do a 1, yeah, you can tell that they do like a lot more damage as they, you know, compared to the length of time you've held it. So I'm gonna actually set Ken to block here and see how much chip damage a level 1 tap does into super. Yeah, that does a ton of chip damage, and that's just a level 1. I think there might be space to DP there, so it's not something you should throw out every single time you land a tap and you have super. I think a more likely case scenario, if you don't want to eat a DP, is to probably go for headbutt, because it's invincible, and you'll be surprised. You'd think that Shoryuken would beat a headbutt, but I've hit tons of people going for Shoryuken with headbutt. But yeah, great chip sequence. Yeah, you can tell Balrog's kind of just a pressure machine in this game. I mean, the dash punches do knock him back a fair bit. And of course the classic is just going... I never even mentioned that. You can whiff normal dash upper into super. I keep getting the low version. Can you... Yeah, I forgot. Balrog doesn't really have a side switch super. Unless you like can walk under him in the corner. Yeah, you can. Alright, sweet. I don't have a side preference with charge characters in this game, really. There's some slight stuff that I prefer, like I prefer doing Guile's super on player 1. And yeah, slight stuff like that, but other than that, you know, I don't really mind. But yeah, I'm gonna try and land this this wasn't even on the list attack, but I suppose I should try and show it. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of weird because my brain keeps telling me to do the full charge super motion, but really you only have to do... Right, so the input is dash, and then you go back, forward, punch to the super. But my brain is telling me to do dash, and then do back, forward, back, you know, like the normal super, but you don't have to because you hold charge for a few frames while even while still doing the move, so you still count as having the back charge for the super. So all you really need, and you're moving forward because you inputted the forward for the dash punch, so all you need to do is another back forward and then punch. This game has a lot of charge tricks like that, especially with well, Balrog in general has a lot of charge tricks like that. Like he has a super where you can, or he has a combo where you can do jab, jab, stand and jab into super. Now, if you were, you know, like a Street Fighter 5 player, or well, not Street Fighter 5 player, a Street Fighter 4 player playing Balrog, you would think you'd have to do jab, jab, stand and jab, and then do the super motion in between somewhere. But from what I hear, it's actually really weird. You kind of have to go... You have to throw in some weird motions in there. I'm not sure what the exact input is, because quite frankly, I'm not good enough to actually do it in a real match. So I've only... I haven't been playing this game this long in the vacuum of things. I only really picked it up solidly about 1.5 years ago. And I've only picked up Boxer in the last 6 months, so some of you might think of that as a long time with the character, but in a game like ST, there's a lot of tech and a lot of different situations you can work out, so yeah. So there's some very weird charge tricks in this game. See, I keep going for the full super motion there, but you don't need to. Maybe it's different for each one. God, I'm awful at this. This will take me a lot of practice to get in the future, just because I'm not used to really doing this. But obviously it's just muscle memory and stuff. I mean, once you can get it consistently, you can do it pretty much any time. So, well, anytime you have super, of course, it's a super. I don't know. It's not really a frame trap because you don't hit. It's kind of like a bait, I suppose. Yeah, a bait would make more sense. It's kind of weird because I want to do it fast, but I also want to do it slow. It's kind of fucking me up here. I keep getting the dash low as well, which isn't helping. I don't know if I'll be able to land this again, but at least I got it on camera. Yeah, you can't really do it with the heavy one because it goes full screen. So your opponent will just, there's no real time to cancel it, so maybe if I just do it standing. I keep trying to do it from down back. Maybe you have to do it from down back, actually. Yeah, maybe I'll title this video, SD player fails to do a single Balrog setup. But yeah, I've talked a lot about his tech. I may not be able to do it, but I may not be able to do it consistently, I may add, but it is possible. I'm just not great at landing it yet. And you may be thinking then this video is kind of redundant if you can't show me how to do it, but well, I did it a few times there, so. See, I keep getting that low, and I'm not sure if it's the way I'm sitting with my stick, or if it's just me being a doofus. But, yeah. There's one more thing I want to check out, and I know this video is going to be really long and take forever to upload to YouTube, but I want to see if tap anti-air into super works. I know it's something very niche, and there's no jump option. Oh wait, hold on, I'm an idiot. Okay, you can't guard in the air in this game, so maybe it might be possible. Yeah, it's kind of weird the way tap works. Yeah, so even just seeing there is a frame where Ken can jump out of the super as well, so don't be throwing that out as a chip sequence, like I said, all the time. It's just something. No, it doesn't juggle. That is well, that's very unfortunate, because that would be so cool to see as a boxer main in a tournament or something. That would be so hype. Oh, that is interesting. So if you hit them with tap and they try to jump, you can, if you cancel the super fast enough, you can. That is actually pretty nice. I suppose it's not really a cancel, it's kind of a link. Yeah, it's kind of, well, there's no juggle potential in it. I'm not even sure there. Some moves have juggle potential in this game. Like DJ can get like multiple up kicks in the air. Like he can do heavy up kicks into medium up kicks pretty consistently in this game. But really, outside of that, I can't think of any like moves that really juggle outside of like Ryu Jesus, sorry about that. Jesus, maybe I should take a drink. Outside of like Ryu jumping medium punch into another jumping medium punch. And Bison has that as well. You can, I'm not sure if it's jump medium, it might be jump heavy for Bison. But, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try this a few more times, and if I can't get it, I don't think it's possible, but it would be cool if I can somehow get this to connect. That was the final tap there. If that connected, he would have died. Yeah, I don't think it's possible. That just might be me. Yeah, it's I don't believe so. Yeah, I don't think so. There doesn't seem to be any like juggle potential off top. Maybe if you use the kick version it might work, but if so, like that is a really I am so sorry about this. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much juggle potential off it. Yeah. No. I used the kick version there. No. Okay, that's proven. It's good to prove it though. But yeah, but ground tap into super isn't a bad option because the only thing I can think of that they could try and do to beat it is DP. And DPs are pretty tight in this game. Why do you think I play charge characters? Yeah, okay. Well, I think that will wrap it up for today. And yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. I know this video was probably boring to a lot of people, but I just wanted to test a few things out, and I haven't uploaded in a while, so I thought I'd test out my new laptop and try out some neat Balrog tech that I've been shown or told about. I wonder if you could juggle. I don't think so, unless you like whiff it. Okay. No, I don't think it's possible. Let me try something one more time. Just before I let you guys go. Guard none, please. I want to see if I can get this again. Probably not. See, that was very slow, but you know, I feel like the slight walk forward kind of helps. If you don't know, there is a slight, there are a few frames where you can hold forward and still have charge. So that's why you're able to do stuff like this, if I can do it. You might not be able to tell, but I actually slightly walk forward there. It's only a few frames of leniency, but it is possible. It can give your moves extra space. You can kind of tell there where I did it with that medium dash. So if I do this, that whiffs. But if I hold forward slightly, no, it doesn't. I can't really show it with that, but maybe you'll see it here. See how far that connects from, and then if I walk forward slightly, it kind of connects it in a little deeper. It can give some of your moves stuff like that. Kind of works like that, but yeah, okay. I think that's going to be it from me, guys. I'll have to sit and practice this a lot, but you know, that's kind of the fun of fighting games. You know, you sit in the lab and test things out until you get it consistently, you know. Kind of sad the tap doesn't combo into super. Maybe final tap does. Alright, I'll sit here and try that. I don't have any editing software installed yet, so you're gonna have to sit here and listen to me kind of talk for a little while. So how have you guys been? Hope you're all doing well. If you hear dogs outside, that's because there are dogs outside. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything about that. Suppose I could close the window over. Oh god, I think I'll just give this half a stitch bend over to do that. My window's to my back, so yeah, I kind of had to twist around to do that. Oh. Okay, I should have final now. No, even final doesn't combo, and it doesn't kill. I thought that final into super would kill, to be totally honest. But yeah. It's definitely a good frame trap setup, because if they block at top, you can go in for super if they try and punish, you know. So, oh, and one last thing. Never, never, ever use punch taps. Because if you do that, you have your thumb to work with as your, you have your thumb to work with as a button presser, which is actually pretty good. But you only have your uppers, so it's kind of useless, because yes, they do knock down in all versions, but you know, you just much rather have your punch attacks available. Also, you've no headbutt whenever you're doing that, which is very important to Balrog, especially in fireball matchups. Maybe I'll do a revised version of Fighting Game Tidbits with Balrog now that I have my stick. I can show off more stuff. But anyway, I said I was going to end this video about 5 minutes ago, so sorry for making you guys wait. I don't really have a good or a clean way to end this, so I guess I'll just I'll just X out of this for a second. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. Please like, comment some stuff you might want to see. Share this around. It might help people interested in fighting games, or who want to get into Super Turbo specifically. It's not too many people these days, but you never know. You might encourage some a new generation of fighting game players who are bringing the old games back, which is always appreciated. You know, a bit like myself. You know, I'm not that old. Certainly not old enough to be playing Super Turbo. You know, this game is like, it's crazy. You know, this game came out years and years before I was born, and it's just so much fun. I feel like I kind of feel like I was at the arcades myself, playing this game. I can imagine all the fun times people had. But yeah, yeah, okay. I'm gonna finish. I swear I'm gonna wrap this up sometime. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a good day. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I don't want to plug too much, but yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.